Hi everyone, welcome to Cricklish Outdoors. Today we are looking at the NatureHike ultralight folding table, so stick around. So recently I reviewed the NatureHike ultralight folding stool and thought, I think I need a ultralight folding table to go with it. I looked online and I found this one. It's under the same NatureHike range, which is Yamami. This is the X01 ultralight folding table. Anyway, let's take a closer look. So it comes in this cardboard box from delivery. It states on the front Yamami X01 portable folding table. If we open the box, there's a couple of leaflets that come with this, including the instructions on how to put it up and just a general return to nature card which comes with all NatureHike items at the moment. It comes with this nice polyester case and the table is inside. Now to put this table up, all you do, open the side up and this clicks in place and literally in a couple of seconds the table is assembled. Now let's have a few facts and figures about this table. So the NatureHike ultralight folding table weighs just 300 grams. The dimensions when it's stored in the bag are 31 by 10.8 by 1.7 centimeters. When it is unfolded, the dimensions are then 31 by 21 by 10.3 centimeters. The tabletop material is 5052 aluminium alloy and the legs are 304 stainless steel. With the tabletop being aluminium, it is heat resistant and therefore you can put your hot cups straight off the gas stove on top of the table without worrying about causing any damage. The X-type structure of the legs means it is very stable, and unlike tables with parallel legs, it is less likely to shake and therefore tip anything up on top of it. The table comes in two colours, the silver one which I have, and it also comes in black. However, the black version does not have all these holes on the surface of the table itself, and therefore the silver version is slightly lighter. So the reason I bought this was due to the weight. It is super light at 300 grams, along with the ultralight stool which I reviewed recently, which is 325 grams. 625 grams and you've got yourself a stool and a table. That really will save me weight when I'm camping or maybe on a day hike, and that will really save a lot of pain in my back. I do like the look of this table. I even like the fact it's got all the holes on the surface. Of course, as I said, that is going to save you weight, but also if you put hot things on the top of it, it'll allow a little bit of heat to escape underneath. I also like that X, or almost like a spider construction of the legs underneath. It is very stable, and the tabletop itself states that it can hold a maximum load of 30 kilograms, which for a small table like this is quite a lot. Because it's such a small and light table, it'll easily fit in my backpack. And also, not only can I use it outside, but when I'm in the tent at night time, I get a small and yet sturdy table to put my drinks and food on when I'm eating in the tent. So I bought this via the NatureHike store on AliExpress. It did arrive in just over a week, but it did arrive with a dint on the side of the table. However, NatureHike were very good. They did offer me a full refund if I would return the table. However, I did like the table. It wasn't a massive dint on the side, and so I decided to keep it, and they did refund a quarter of the price back to me, which was, I thought, very good customer service. Of course, it doesn't affect the sturdiness of the table, it's just more of a cosmetic thing. So there you can see my ultralight setup out and ready for use. So how practical is it? Well, I've got my water, I've got some snacks, there's a good amount of room, basically the same sort of size as a A4 sheet of paper. But it's sturdy, it's fairly stable even on fairly uneven ground. I'm not worried that maybe a cup full of water or something else was going to tip up. I could even use the table between my legs as a little tray when I'm eating my dinner on a night time, and therefore I don't have to keep reaching down all the time. So actually I think it's very, very practical. And unlike some of the other small folding tables which I've reviewed in the past, which I'll leave a link for in the description of this video, this is so much more sturdy. The quality feels great, and it's something I'll definitely be using more in the future, especially when it comes to summertime. Hopefully I'll be doing some more camping then. Yeah, I like it. It's a nice quality, very user-friendly table. So those of you who will have seen the review for the ultralight stool will know that I found it a little bit fiddly to put it back down into its case. So how easy is the table to put away back in its case? Let's find out. So all we need to do is pull the legs out of those little grooves. We then press this spring in the middle that pulls the legs up so you can put it to one side, and there we have it. Now it's ready to go back into its case and done, packed away. So there are my ultralight stool and table packed away. For scale, I'll put my phone there so you can see roughly what size they are in real terms. Of course, that can be stacked on top of each other. There's not much thickness there. They can easily slide in the side of your backpack or in the backpack itself, and only weighing just over 600 grams. I like the fact it also comes with a case, although the case is fine. I'm not sure how long it will last. It is a kind of a cheap polyester case, so perhaps in the future you might have to replace that. But of course, there's not really any moving parts that can come off this, so you could actually ditch the case if you really wanted to. So how much does this cost online? Well, this costs on AliExpress 25 euros right now. Of course, I got a quarter off with it being dented, but for 25 euros for an ultralight table, I don't think that's too bad. You'd pay a lot more for other branded tables. And as I said, compared to some of the other small folding tables I've used in the past, this is far easier to put up and the quality is better. I've only had this table for a month, and although I'm happy right now, if my opinion does change in the future, I will make a new video. But as for now, yeah, I'd recommend it. What do you think of the NatureHike ultralight table, especially in combination with the NatureHike ultralight stool? Is it something you would like to take with you when you're hiking or maybe on a multi-day camp to save some weight? Let me know in the comment section below. But for now, thanks for watching, take care, much love, see you next time.